Hello, and thank you to all the film nerds and horror junkies that have decided to join me today for my very first trailer reaction. And without further delay, let's get right into the meat of this video. So, the very first official trailer for Luca Guadagnino's remake of the 1977 classic Italian horror film Suspiria has dropped today, and I'm very excited to see it, very excited to see a full trailer. The teaser trailer, as we all know, was released back in June, I believe, and it was okay, it was good, you know, it did it what it needed to do. I wasn't completely impressed with it. I thought it was too little, but then again, that's the job of a teaser trailer, is just to tease it just enough to get you excited for the real thing. There are a couple of reasons why I'm really excited for this remake, though. One thing is that I loved Luca Guadagnino's last film, Call Me By Your Name. I thought that film was incredible. It had a great visual style, acting was superb, great story, really good use of the Italian locations, just across the board, just a really good film, and I'm really excited to see him take those elements that made that movie great and then translate them into a horror film. And another thing, and this is going to be kind of controversial amongst horror fans, but I really didn't like the original Suspiria all that much. Don't get me wrong, you know, the acting, the music obviously, and the visual style obviously were all really well done. It's just the story and pretty much everything else just really failed to grab me, and I can barely remember what the film was even about. I know it was about a dancing studio for girls, and that's about it. The only thing I remember about the movie is how well it sounded and how well it looked. And, you know, I also think that the story about girls living together in a school, the kind of cattiness and bullying that were touched upon a little bit in the first movie, that kind of stuff's really relevant and really timely today. So I think that they could do a really good job reinventing this story and this movie for the 21st century. And hands down, has got one of the best casts that I've seen in a horror movie in a long time. Dakota Johnson, not very many people like her because of the 50 Shades of Grey movies, but I think she does what she needs to do in those movies, and I think that she's got a really great striking image and presence that isn't really talked about much. And Tilda Swinton, obviously, fantastic actor. She's been doing a lot of barrier breaking and genre bending in her last couple of films. So I'm very eager to see the presence and the mood that she can bring to this type of film. Any film that she's ever been in, she's always commanded the screen and brought something really different and unique to the proceedings. And Chloë Grace Moretz, I've been a fan of her work ever since the remake of Amityville Horror. This is kind of like her thing, you know. She does horror remakes, so she's done Amityville Horror, Let Me In, Carrie, which I thought she was phenomenal in. I thought she was probably the best part about Carrie, the remake, of course. And Jessica Harper, you know, the star of the original film, is coming back. I don't really know what her role is. I'm hoping that maybe that they'll tease her a little bit in this trailer. I'm really excited to see what she brings because, like I said, the acting along with the music and the visual styles were the only thing that really stood out to me about Suspiria, and I'm glad to see that at least one of those things is coming back. The music is being done by Tom York of Radiohead, which I thought was brilliant. Fantastic choice to replace Goblin, who did the score for the first Suspiria. I think Goblin and Radiohead kind of have very kind of similar tones, if maybe not styles of music, but I think Tom York is a brilliant, fantastic new addition to score this film. And as I've said before, Luca Guadagnino's directing visual style is very good, very detailed. So I have no doubt that this Suspiria remake is going to deliver on all three of those qualities. And I'm hoping that the story and everything else this time around is better and will hold my attention. So without further delay, let's get this reaction started here. Like the red in that sign. Cast a shadow on the ground.
Perfect sleep. She wants to get inside of me. I can
Is this
feel
Chloë
her.
Grace Moretz? Oh, Tilda Swinton. Oh, that was a great shot. Yes, that is Chloë Grace Moretz. Ah, I love her. I'm so glad she's in this.
When
like
you
that
dance
building.
the dance of another, you make yourself in the image of its creator.
Cinematography is amazing so far. Oh, that was a good shot.
I feel like I'm not even here yet.
I love the art style, how muted it is compared to the original. It really kind of sells that foreboding, sinister
You have to
feel
decide
to this
what
dance
is it you
studio.
want to be for this company.
There's more in that building than what you can see, Doctor.
Ooh, these costumes are great. So it looks like something Lady Gaga would wear.
Dangerous people.
We saw that in the original trailer, I think. We didn't really know what it was for. Ooh, that's what it's for. Okay.
God, devil. Mother tenebrarum, mother lacrimarum, and mother suspiriorum. Darkness, tears.
These actresses look amazing. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, that was good.
You're making some kind of deal with them. I don't know what you're talking about.
The atmosphere here is fantastic. Ooh, I bet I know where that scene leads into.
It's all a mess.
This is such a visually striking movie so far.
The one in here. The one that's coming.
I love how they put Tom York on here. They want you to know that a well-respected rock musician is doing the score again for this movie. I think that's one of the most iconic things about the original Suspiria, is that the music was so different and did not give you what a normal horror score would get. And I have no doubt that Tom York is going to do amazing things with this score. All right, so that was the trailer. I don't know. I'm kind of a little mixed about it again. You know, on the other hand, they did tease more of the story, and I thought the visuals were fantastic. Good grief. Like, especially that shot of all of the women dancing in those costumes. Looked like something that Lady Gaga or a pop star would wear. It's really weird, but it fits in very well in a horror film. Lady Gaga herself has done, American Horror Story and Sin City and other movies like that. So it's really interesting, I think, to see just what they're doing and how they're updating this story for the 21st century. I also think that that we didn't really see much of Chloë Grace Moretz, and I didn't see Jessica Harper anywhere. Maybe I missed her, but it's been over 40 years, so she probably looks really old, so I don't know what I'm looking for, to be honest. But I don't know. We'll see. I think if we get another trailer before then, it'll clinch it on me for sure, but I'm just afraid that I saw several shots that were very similar to the first movie, and I saw a couple of scenes that I felt like were leading into scenes from the first movie as well. So I really hope that this doesn't just tread water and just repeat the same things that we've seen already, because that's one of the things I hate most about horror remakes, and remakes in general, is that they are literally just remaking the same film instead of adding on it or doing anything fresh and exciting. And it does seem like this film is adding in a lot of fresh, exciting new things. We got Tom York, we got the great cast, we got Tilda Swinton, we got these the mothers. Apparently that was a new thing. I don't remember seeing anything about that in the original. The original was Suspiria was actually really vague with what it revealed about the plot, and we didn't really find out much. It's kind of like, oh yeah, we're witches and we worship this decrepit old lady monster bitch. It was really weird, and then the whole studio just falls apart and everyone dies in the end, I think, except Jessica Harper and the other girls. I think the other girls were at the movies or somewhere that night. So everyone else and all the teachers and all the witches died. Spoiler alert. Oh, come on. Are you really watching a trailer for a remake to a movie you haven't seen yet? I highly doubt it. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts were down below. Were you guys taken with the film? Are you guys on board? Do you guys have reservations, kind of like I do? Like, I'm really kind of like 60-40 on this at this point. Like, the visuals look so different from the original, and that's promising. I really like muted grays and that kind of harsh, wintry vibe. It definitely gives the movie a lot of dread and a lot of ambience. And the classic film had ambience in spades, but this is a different kind of ambience, you know? It's different. And also, as mentioned before, the cast looks great. Dakota Johnson looks fabulous. I think that she's doing a really good job. I love all the shots and the close-ups of her. Chloë Grace Moretz, I didn't see much of her. I have a feeling that she's probably going to die really early on in the film, but that could just be them holding back and not wanting to play their best cards yet. So we'll just have to wait and see. But I have good feelings. Like, this director is accomplished now. He's proven himself. So I have no doubt that the film is going to look great and sound great. But other than that, it's still up in the air for me. I look forward to watching it, and I look forward to being hopefully pleasantly surprised and proven wrong for my skepticism. So like I said, let me know down below what you guys think, and give me ideas for stuff you want to see me react to. I kind of am having fun doing this reaction stuff, and I would love to do more of it in the future. And I do apologize for there being no content uploaded in the last month. I've been recently getting over a bout of bronchitis, and so I've just been really sick lately, and I haven't had the energy to do anything. But I promise you guys more videos are coming. I'm working on some new stuff here right now, so I promise to deliver, and I am already getting to work on the Take-Two retrospective that I'm doing next. I can't tell you what it is yet. I kind of want to tease it a little bit more, but I'll let you guys know for sure soon before I post it. Alright, as always, you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll see you again real soon.